How's everybody doing? It's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so you know what time that is. It's the vibe. Got a special guest tonight, BrainWorm. I can't even say his name. BrainWorm Radio. Awesome guy, curator of some playlist, does some pretty awesome things. He's gonna be here shortly. I might as well change these to Parking Lot Podcast, as I do this in a bunch of different random podcasts. Parking lots. I can't really. We go. We've got our guest, BrainWorm. Let's see what's going on. Each week's always something going on. There we go. Trial and error. There we go. There's the man of the hour. We got BrainWorm.
What's up?
How's your Wednesday evening, or I guess afternoon going?
It's good. Just kind of chilling. I don't know.
Nice. Got the shades going on. I like it.
Yeah.
So first off, my first question, as I've kind of asked the previous viewers, previous guests, favorite food. What's something that you enjoy either cooking, or what's something that if you could have right now, what's like your go-to dish?
My favorite food would be probably like Greek food, like gyros or tito pizzas or just stuff like that. That's probably like my favorite food, just kind of like Greek food in general.
So so if you could have that like whenever, you're just like, man, let's just cook it on up. All right.
Yeah, it's hard to get like really good Greek food here or like in America in general, but like when I'm in Greece, I eat a lot of that. Like, I don't know, it's just really good to me.
There's a spot downtown. I wish I'd have known.
What's up, Jessica?
I wish you told me Greece. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but they've got really. I'm not gonna say how to say it, but they've got amazing sandwiches. I guess I can get away with calling it a sandwich, right? It's got amazing sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's different. It's down on Mass Ave. So if anybody from Indianapolis knows, Mass Avenue, downtown Indianapolis, amazing Greek restaurant. Speaking of that, what's something that's when you want to make some music? What do you like to cook up? What's your biggest inspiration for cooking up new content?
New content? Like, what do you mean by content? Like, by content, do you mean like podcasts or like edits or like DJ mixes? Like, what do you mean?
Pretty much anything. I mean, anything that you put out. Like, what's kind of like your inspiration? To come up with some of the. Well, I guess mainly, what was your biggest inspiration for doing the podcast? I know that's what kind of how we got linked up was me coming across via Twitter. What kind of was inspiration on that for you?
All right. So for the podcast itself, so I was DJing. I've been DJing now in June. It'll be 3 years. So I was DJing for like 2 years, I think, before that. And I don't know. I just I liked it. Like, I really like DJing in general. I like making mixes and I like doing live edits like I do. So I was doing them a lot, like in my spare time. And then I decided to just kind of like try to talk during one and do it. And that was kind of the inspiration for the podcast. And like, as far as now, when I get inspired, it's super random. Like, I'm always like planning content in a way. Like, there's certain things that I'll look at and I'll like set it aside for the future. Like, I'll know that I want to use it like a video and I won't have a track for it yet, or like it'll be something like that for what I'm doing. Like, these days aren't podcasts, so like I'll like I dropped an edit yesterday with like a Tesla video, and I had the video, but
that was pretty dope.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, so I had the video and like I hadn't planned on dropping it, but I was listening to this track and like it just randomly came on SoundCloud, the track that I played, Afternoon Pick It Up. Like, I heard it like 5 minutes before I made the edit, and I listened to it and I was like, damn, this would go well with that video. And I remembered it, and then I just made it, and then I put it out. So a lot of it is like I'm always listening to like music, and I'm always listening to tracks and kind of putting them aside for certain things, and I just get, I don't know, the inspiration will just come, and then it just like, yeah, I don't know.
So speaking of like the vibe, so whatever vibe, if it fits with the vibe, then you just stick it together. And
Yeah, kind of like it. I have a lot of I have a lot of different things I work on. Like I have a mix was like, cause I still do like the DJ thing at 777, but I don't really promote it that much on BrainWorm Radio. I want it to be like its own thing, I guess. So I'm working on like I have a vibe series of a mix. So I'm working on part 6 right now. Plus I'm working on like episode 100 of BrainWorm Radio.
Woo
Um,
woo.
yeah, that'll be cool, I think. And I'm working on like some other stuff, like just edits and stuff. So yeah, I don't know.
So I guess another inspiration. Who's like and this might be a tough question. If you had to pick 3 artists that have inspired you in like your whole entire lifetime, what 3 artists? If you could narrow it down to 3 artists.
So Uzi, like probably not the Uzi you guys know, just like the letter U and the letter Z, like Uzi. So he's inspired me as far as like DJing and live editing. Like he was a really big inspiration to me as far as like trap DJs and just like his live show. Like he was one of the first people that I've ever seen like do these edits and stuff, and that's how I got into it. So that would be number 1. Number 2 would be artists that inspired me. Um, Probably like old bands like Hope's Fall was a really big inspiration to me growing up, like that kind of music. And then probably like I would say probably like Thunderstone Labs or like
Okay.
Space Shot I would say if I had to. Not yeah. You said artist, so
Oh, yep.
if I had to pick an artist, Uzi, Hope's Fall, and who would be the third one? Probably Boys Night Out is a really big inspiration to me. On a personal way.
You mentioned them on that one live that we was talking on that one night. So
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, I have a tattoo of them, like their logo on me. So but yeah, that was a different time in my life, but it still resonates with me pretty heavy.
yeah, okay. I'm trying to think. Another question. I know one of these days I'm gonna have all my questions down pat. I kind of just kind of come out with a vibe. The weather's just been kind of gross today, but I was like, man, I was like, I'm still doing this podcast. I guess I've just been busy with a lot of things. But this one was important because I was going to ask you to be on the podcast, and then you kind of, I guess this is a podcast. I don't really know what you want to call it, but interview thing, and then you tweeted about that. So I know you've said you've done some shows before. What's probably the biggest show that you've done, or what's probably okay? So first 2 questions. So what's the biggest show you've done, and what's a show that you would like to do in the future?
Do you mean show as in like live performing or like BrainWorm Radio?
No, live performing. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I used to play bass in bands, so the biggest show I ever played was like I don't know. I played at like this pretty big place, and I probably like I don't know what would be the biggest show I played. That was a long time ago. I played like probably like Hard Rock, Battle of the Bands that my band won. That was probably like the biggest show that I played. But that was for bands. I played like as a DJ. Bass Nectar came down last year, and I went to his show in Denver. And like I didn't even go to his show actually. I didn't have tickets. But I could have got in, but I didn't go. And but I brought my gear, and I went in the parking lot and like just played for like the people that were there. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. When you was in a band, what instrument did you play, or what was you
So I either played bass or I was like screaming, like doing vocals. It was one or the other. Like I was in a progressive band that was kind of like Tool, and I played bass in that. And then we at the end of our set, like the singer would leave, and then it would just be the guitar player and the drummer, and I would scream in that. And then I've been in like other hardcore bands where I screamed in too. So yeah, I play bass, Prism. I've been playing for like, I started when I was like 14 or 15, and I'm like 32 now, so I've been playing for like 16 years or something. Yeah, I play a few instruments actually.
We've got an age reveal of the brainworm.
Yeah. What's up, Gia? Yeah.
Nice. I'll tell you what, I don't really know. So I guess what's something that you want to accomplish with music? I know I've on a previous episode I asked AM Myth what was like kind of his big, not inspiration, but what would he like to do? Like if he could change, inspire an artist, or if he could inspire, up and coming artists, what would you want to do? Even if it's the artist, or even if it's just some random person that comes across your music, what would you like to accomplish with that?
I think that the spot I'm in right now is that like I've always wanted to get to a level where I can go on tour and I can do that, like play music for a living. But with BrainWorm Radio, it's not complicated. It's just my goal right now with BrainWorm Radio would be just to continue it being something that people can be proud to be on. Like there's how would I phrase this? Like it's really cool to me that people want to be on something that I put out. And I think that's because like, I'm usually picking like good music and like people can't really pay to be on there. So I want it to kind of, I don't know, I just want it to be like the same, like, I don't know, I just want people to like it. And my goal for BrainWorm Radio would just be to like be able to like throw shows and throw tours and what's up Liza Minnelli, and just like I don't know, I'd like to like have a label and then like the artists that are on there treat them good, and just stuff like that. I don't know.
So like that big Brainworm festival that we mentioned that one night that everybody was talking about.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like I'm gonna be in LA soon and I'm gonna try to throw shows out there, and like I'd like to do it in other places, and eventually, it'd be cool to like throw festivals and stuff. I don't know, it'd be chill.
That would be cool. Trying to think. I feel like I'm just like thinking today. Today's been a long day. The weather. I didn't get to do my walk. So normally when I do my walk and the weather's usually nice, the brain, no pun intended, usually flowing a little bit more. But today's just been one of those weird days. I'll actually show you the sunset. You always talk about your sunsets, so
Yeah.
I always show them there. There we go. There's the sunset in the parking lot here.
Oh, that's dope.
So I tell you, if you got any music you want to sample, or if we got anybody on here that wants to ask some questions, we can do that.
Yeah, I'll take questions first if anyone has any.
All right.
I don't really know who's on here.
Yeah, that's the only thing about with these lives is it can be spotty. Sometimes there might be a bunch of people come in. They come in waves. So as you know, that one night when we was on IG Live and you had the face reveal and he was like, "Oh man."
Oh yeah. Well, if anyone is here and you have questions, I'm here.
Let's see. I tell you, I wish you could like click and see who's like on right now, who you can see who's like live, so that you can get if somebody's on, like, hey, you got a question? Oh no. So I see you got that new project coming out. If you want to elaborate a little bit on that, we can talk about that, or we can save that for off the vibe, whatever you want to do.
Which project? The Vibes one? Or...
No, yeah, I think that might have been the one. The one that you posted in the one group.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, let's see. All right. So, like, oh, no. Oh, I can take my shit off now because no one's looking at me. I got, like, yeah, let me open track there. Yeah, I think everyone like left. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I think we got two people on. I don't think it's me and you, unless it is just me and you.
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
I always like these because then you can put it on YouTube, so then people can watch it later, which is always kind of cool.
Yeah. So like, I got a mix, but I'm still working on it. So I'm not really like that comfortable with playing all of it because I'm not sure what's gonna stick in there and not. But it's not even like.
If there's something you want to sample, you can do that. If not, whatever you want to do, man.
I don't know, bro. I'll just like. This is what I do. So here,
Turtles
this is like,
there.
what?
I said Turtles is there. I was about to say if she wants to ask a question.
Turtles is here. Do you have any question, Turtles? I don't got anything example, but I'll show you what I do. I guess an example of what I do.
All right.
Um,
Let the people see what the BrainWorm is all about.
yeah. So I'll do like an edit of this track. So this is this track. It's in the new mix. Derail, Nerd Won't Stop. And so what I do is like I have it both on the left deck and the right deck. And then when I'm editing, I'll play them and like here I'll just show you. So this is like what it sounds like on its own. It's kind of loud. Yeah, so this is on deck, the right deck. So here we go. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why am I using that to turn the volume down? I can just use my controller. All right, so that's like how it sounds normally, and then I'm not really good at editing with one hand, but so then I'll do shit like this, like here, hold on. How would I do this? All right, I'll figure it out. So I do stuff like this, like. Yeah, it's super hard. Oh. Yeah, it's horrible. Like doing it with one hand. It sounds really bad. I guess I can do it like this. So like, I'll just do shit like this, like. I don't know. It's a really bad song to do it to. Well, it's not actually, but yeah, I don't know. That was actually pretty bad. So I'm not good at doing it with one hand. But I can sample. I'll show you this. What I have like. So this is what to expect, kind of coming up. So like. This has some edits in it. Like the drum rolls and the snares that are going to come in right now are from like the same track, but the second track playing, like it's not like the original track. So stuff like that I do, like right now it's gonna come up.
Put your own little personal touch to it.
Huh?
I said put your own little personal touch to it.
Yeah, well I do like I mean that's like what I do with the 777 thing is I do those mixes are like they're all edits and stuff. So it's like it's just like custom like versions of all those tracks basically. What's up, Slim? So Turtles had asked, what was your favorite mix edit you've done at 777? So my favorite one that I've done so far is probably, well, there's some that I haven't released ever, and some of those are probably my favorite ones, but like, as far as what I've dropped, probably Vibes number one, probably like either that or the fall mix, but the more I listen to them, probably, I don't know. I listen to my mixes a lot, like, because that's kind of the music I wanted to listen to anyways. So, probably the fall one or the Vibes one, or like, I don't know. What was the favorite one to edit? Probably the freestyle one that I did for the Bass Nectar show. That was like more EDM based. That had a lot of shit in it. I can't even see anything. These things are so fogged up.
Hip Hop Anonymous boy.
Nice. Yeah. What's up, Hip Hop Anonymous boy? Yeah, that's me.
So yeah, well, If you guys got any couple more questions, we'll do a couple more questions, and then if you got a track or something you want to let it ride out on, we can do that.
Yeah, I got a track we can ride out too. I got the perfect track. Don't you worry.
All right, so let's see if we can get 2 more questions. I'm looking at McDonald's, so I'm hungry. I haven't really ate today, so I want to do this interview, but I also want to get food.
Oh, I see. The dollar menu is more important. I understand.
I got to get brain food, brain food. And no, I'm just messing. I'm just teasing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just messing with you, man. So I guess I'll ask you.
What's happening? Yes. What's popping? Nothing's popping. I'm working on edits. Oh, actually, I have to work on this dude, Lil Rapids. Well, Rapids now. He wants me to do a skit for his new album, so I'm gonna be working on that a little bit tonight, and then Hearthstone World Championship starts in 1 hour, so I'll be doing that for a long time tonight, watching the Hearthstone World Championships with some of my friends and talking about it and stuff. So,
All right, Slim's got a good question. He says some good streaming strategies.
Good streaming strategies. I'll answer hip hop in a minute. Good streaming strategies, like just have interesting shit. I don't know. I don't stream that much. Well, it's hard because like, you know, my perspective on things is a lot different from like normal artists because I'm looking at things of like how to do things that correlate to like a group of people, like not just like how to make things like something that I do. Like a lot of the things that I do involve other people. So to be honest, it's not really that hard. Like if I want to do like music reviews or something, you know, people will want to like watch that and then other people will as well. As far as streaming, if you're an artist, I would stream like making tracks, making beats, like a lot of behind the scenes shit, like just stuff like that, or like just going out and doing different things. I don't know. Go to go somewhere like downtown, whatever your downtown is, and like maybe like ask people what they think of your tracks and shit like that. You just want to have like content that's not gonna be boring, I guess. Hip hop, what got me into showcasing and podcasting? So podcasting was like, I didn't even realize, like when I started it, I didn't really realize that it was like a big thing. I had no idea podcasting was a big thing at all when I started it last year. It was like, to go a little bit deeper than what I had said earlier, I used to listen to this radio station, 88.5 Nova in South Florida, and like my friends would be on it, like they would like DJ it and stuff, and I don't know, it was really cool how they had like, it was just a really cool college station, so I just kind of wanted to try it. Like after DJing and stuff, I was just curious what would happen. Like the only one I'd listened to was Thunderstone Radio, and it was pretty cool. And I don't know, I just wanted to try it, so I just tried it and kept doing it, and now that's my life, I guess.
I know it's like our question's a little bit off topic slightly, but I know you've mentioned streaming. What's probably your favorite place that you've streamed? I know you've
Twitch.
No, not like service. I know service is cool, but like places you've actually been. I know you do like your morning walks. And
I got some stuff I'm planning in LA to stream, so those will be my favorite. You quit, I quit, bro. We can't quit, and I remember that. Trust me, I remember that shit. People don't. Well, I was gonna say people don't realize, but I don't ever talk about it, so I don't know how they'd realize it. But like, I have a collection of like all these nice things that people have said. Like I screenshot them, and like I have a collage that I'm adding, and I'm gonna print it out and frame it and stuff. And like, dude, that stuff helps a lot. Like, I don't know, it's just really motivational. I get down a lot, and I want to quit a lot, and I don't know. It's just nice to like. It's nice to know that other people like it and support it. It really helps me continue.
No, that's not to make this about me, but I've been feeling that lately. Like before, I could tweet something and then, nobody sees it. Now it's like you tweet something and you've got, 4 or 5 people. Hey man, what's good? Or like the thing I posted today, I was just posting the visual just to be funny. And you're like, hey man, you good? Like it's one of those deals where it's like, it's cool. That's when you know, okay, wow, you've got a community. That's when you know people's actually there for you. They're actually going to be there for you. And it's scary at first, but it's also, a really cool thing. So, that's what
Yeah.
makes it. That's what makes this music, rewarding. It's all things like you can't quit because like you and a few other people, it's like they don't do it, to make money or because they can get them, to a different platform. They do it because it's what you love, and if when you love it, that's what it's all about. So, tell you what, if you got something that we can ride out to, we will. And
Yeah, I got something. This is the best song ever made. It's
the best
called
song
"The
ever
Torrid
made.
Love Affair." It's not even up for debate. If you at me, you just. And they ain't even, I don't even know, I'm not even going to entertain the thought of somebody thinking differently. This is the best song ever made. It's called "The Torrid Love Affair." Hold on. Let me read these real quick. I think we all go through some stuff, our personal struggle, but when others recognize that gives you the opportunity to help someone, see going through the same. Yeah, see, like, that's another thing is that, for a I was like doing good and everything was going well, and like I was never like reaching out to people. Like people would reach out to me, and I would talk to them and all this stuff. So it was cool to have like people that I could talk to when I was going through some stuff, and like yeah, I don't know, it just it's a really hard thing, like especially when you're not trying to like scam and stuff. Like on my end, like it's it's really like it can be like kind of difficult because you see like these people like making this money and stuff, and you're just like, fuck man, I know I can, but then like once you start that, you got to really understand what you're doing, and like it's just not what I'm about. So it's more of like, and then like I'm pretty awkward to begin with, so sometimes like my social media won't go well, and then I'm like, fuck man, everyone hates me, fuck this shit, like I just want to be alone, and I'll just like go disappear or something. So it's like a lot of mental and stuff, but I don't know. It's nice having a community. Like, it's super weird to think like I would never say it's my community, but it's nice having a community around BrainWorm Radio that is really helpful, to talk to.
No, I do. I do know. When you had the group chats, I know when you left, there was a lot of people there. Was kind of like, man, where's Brain at? Like you're literally the brain of like the chat. Like you left, and
Yeah.
it kind of died out a little bit. I mean, there's still some conversations that happen, but it's cool how you've been able to bring these artists together.
Yeah, I try. Like the group chats are. I mean, they're good. Like I think a lot of good came out of them, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a really weird like place too. Like and like I'm just hella awkward. I got like mad shit on my mind. I got like mad shit that I got to do, and I don't know. I ain't trying to like I don't know. I can't. I don't know. It's whatever.
Well, first off, well, I'll definitely say I appreciate it. Appreciate the podcast and the episodes. The cool thing about it is I've used the podcast that you put me in. And I've been able to network with some artists off there. And I wouldn't have never known if I would have been on the podcast. So it's one of those things that's some cool opportunity and stuff in the future. So I just want to say thanks for that, for the opportunity, and definitely look forward to Brainworm in the future.
Yeah. Why don't you like go drive to McDonald's and just I'll take over the podcast until you get there.
Well, I tell you what I'll do is I'll end the podcast so then I can have this recorded, and then I'll do another live, and then I won't post that other live to the thing if that sounds cool with you.
No. It has to be one. It has to be one or no. Actually, it's cool. I'm gonna play this song and then I'm gonna get going.
All right.
But real quick, let me just answer this question from Mithy or Slim. It's even harder now for new artists because the established platforms either can't make money from small artists or push bigger artists to bring in ad rev. Yeah, see, that's the thing is like, I hear it a lot and I don't ever talk about it, but I hate saying my platform, but BrainWorm Radio is like, it is what it is. I'll just say it. Like, I don't care how it's perceived. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only people that will actually like just listen to something and fuck with it to the point where they'll put it on their own platform without like needing to know like how many followers they have or like if they're gonna pay or something. Because dude, I just like I'm always listening to shit, and a lot of times like I'll just see music on the timeline, And like I'm not gonna like fucking go like look at the person's profile before I listen to it. Like I'm just gonna listen to it, and then if I like it, I like it or whatever. So it is hard for new artists, but like I think there's not that many platforms that want to like really fuck, dude. Why is this one person starting this fucking live video like every minute? Just fucking stay live, dude. I keep getting that notification. But there's not that many like I don't know that are actually like trying to do it. Like you see a lot of these pop up and like because I think they want like to know what it's like, or I don't know why people do it. I did it because I was DJing and it was just like the next step. But like a lot of people start blogs and all this shit, and I don't think they really do it for the right reasons. And then like I don't know, I just hear a lot of things, so I know it's hard as like a new artist, but I feel like as a new artist, people aren't really using like all the tools. Like barely anybody that I talk to, I go on Reddit a lot, and I look at like the music subreddits, and there's barely anyone from BrainWorm Radio like that's posting on there in general. So I mean, it's kind of like a two-way thing. Like I don't know, I'm at the point now where I don't know. It's a weird thing, but it's definitely hard, and there's a lot of platforms that just want to do it for money. And I mean, it is what it is. It's like their thing. So I don't know. I would say make more videos like that catches people's attention and shit, like with your music. Yeah, it's like YouTube. Yeah. All right. Well, I know Squid wants to go, so I'm gonna play this track, and then I'm
Man,
gonna.
that's not how I want to go. It's
I know Squid wants to go. I'm not even gonna cap. I'll be here for the next hour if he would let me, but he doesn't want to, so I can't do anything about it.
No, just YouTube. YouTube is really funny with videos that are over like 30 minutes or whatnot. So I want to get this uploaded tonight for everybody. So once again, content. So because I'm about to screen record it when I get done with this. So I'm gonna grab food, go home, record it, use my old iPod, whatever I want to do on social media wise.
You're going on the wrong subs, hip hop, dude. The subs that I go on, you guys say these things, but it doesn't work that way. And I know it doesn't work that way because I take music from there all the time. And I talk to people on Reddit all the time, artists. Like, you guys are on the wrong ones. Like, underground music, lo-fi hip-hop. I mean, there's tons where you can just post music, especially underground music. Like, what should Squid get from McDonald's? A water, and then go get some real food. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of opportunity that people miss. And I know that because I miss fuck tons of opportunities. Like, dude, I know so much how to do it, and I just don't. Shit sucks. I'm bad. I don't even know why anyone fucks with me. But anyways, let me play this track. This is the best song ever made. It's a love song. It's called A Torrid Love Affair. It's beautiful. I've used it, but I'm illiterate on some social platforms. Yeah, well, get literate, bro. I don't know. Lo-fi hip-hop, lo-fi don't like my post. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, bro. I've never seen your video, and I'm on that shit like all the time. But I don't know. Yeah, let me just play this. So thanks for checking this out. I've been BrainWorm Radio, I guess. That's what they call me.
Brainworm.
BrainWorm Radio. I haven't heard that in so long. I missed that. I missed that dumb little robot. All right. So yeah, this is A Torrid Love Affair by Boys Night Out. It is the most romantic song to exist. Thanks. Enjoy. Peace. Yeah, go drink water.